Hey, Star Wars action figure collectors, this is Darth Phoenix 619 coming at you with another review. And this time I have the Clone Emperor from the Star Wars Dark Empire 2 #1 comic pack. Just previously reviewed Luke Skywalker from this same comic pack. If you'd like to check out the packaging and some of the accessories that came with the comic pack, please make sure you check out my last video, the one prior to this one. So let's just get into the figure itself. And definitely my favorite of the two. Just only because just the design and the look of this guy is so awesome. I love my Sith, and I felt that this was definitely one that I needed to add to my Sith collection. You know, it is the Emperor, but it is a clone of the Emperor, and I think he looks different enough to almost stand as a... I mean, he has his own character. I mean, it's a clone, but I'm not sure if I'm getting this across right. I'm mixing myself up. But anyways, distinct enough to be really considered a different Sith figure in my opinion. And he is so cool. Just an awesome figure. Let's go ahead and take a close look at that facial sculpt. I think that's a great representation of the clone from the comic series. It looks like a young Palpatine. You know? I mean, you've got the gray hair, you've got this sort of almost lime greenish type color, kind of hard to explain. Just, you know, very reminiscent of the look of the character in the comic book. And just the red eyes, the face, the teeth, the nose, it just looks fantastic. I mean, I really like the look of this clone. Okay. Alright. And then you've got this neck armor piece, kind of shoulder, that is removable. Just really nicely detailed. Has a kind of Vader look to it. You got the sash that wraps around the neck. You've got some buttons there at the high neck collar. Got a little symbol there on the side, which is a silver paint tab, and there's the back of it, some glossy black paint. That symbol once again looks really good. So, and then pretty much his entire robe, well, the entire robe is a soft goods. And, you know, when I first opened this package, this piece right here really threw me off. I had to go on rebel.scum to see rebelscum.com to kind of get a better idea of how it's supposed to wrap around the figure. But it's like a belt. So, you know, and I think it looks really cool once you get it on there, and it just flows nicely to the side. Looks really good, and you can really get it to cover all of his body there. But it's an interesting little piece, especially this part here. It just latches and hangs behind him. So, but I think the robes, despite the jumbled mess, of course, look really cool. It just looks fantastic. Sorry about the lighting there. So just visually looks awesome. Okay. And then you get, you know, some lightning that's still on there. You see he has some black gloves there. And then his lightsaber, which is blue. It's interesting. Not quite sure why. But, you know, it goes with the look of the character. Alright. So just a wonderful looking character. So underneath the robes, you mean the robes are removable, and I'll show you what that looks like now. So here he is, half naked. He looks really funny without his robe. I definitely will not be displaying him without his robe. First of all, the head looks kind of big for the body. You know, once you display the robe and the neck collar, it really gives a more proportionate look to the figure, but without it, his head kind of looks big. And then you just see all these black straps wrapped around his, you know, his thighs, his arms, and whatnot. You see all these little different spots here, and kind of remind me of really deformed liver spots, and that could just be due to the cloning process or whatnot. It's got a kind of a loincloth going there, you know, sumo type thing going on with this, you know, wrappings around the waist and here. But yeah, he looks interesting without his robe on. But and like I said, the rest of the body's kind of that same lime green type color that I really like the way it's painted for the most part. So yeah, he's an interesting looking guy. And then you can see that the lightning just clips on his hand there. And while I have him in this state, let's just kind of show you articulation. Articulation is wonderful. You got your ball joint head, ball hinge shoulders. You got the ball hinge, pretty sure, yeah, elbows, swivels at the wrists, swivels at the waist, swivels at the hips, ball hinge knees, and ball hinge ankles. So amazing, amazing articulation on this guy. So let's get his clothes back on. So that's pretty much it. Hope you've enjoyed this review. I mean, he's a wonderful, wonderful figure. Highly recommend him. I think he's definitely worth it. I mean, if you don't pick up the pack, definitely get him loose. His prices tend to go from reasonable to a bit pricey, but I mean, the comic itself is great, so definitely pick up the comic pack if you can. So there you guys have it. Hope you've enjoyed this review, and until next time, may the Force be with you.